morning of September the 5th, 1805, Captain Henry Blackwood arrived at Merton Place. He had traveled through the night, bringing news of the greatest urgency for Admiral Lord Nelson. This same news was conveyed to me, Thomas Masterman Hardy, captain of the Admiral's flagship, Victory.
Come on, children.
I was staying with friends in the West Country, but I lost no time in packing my bags and making my adieus. Captain Blackwood reported that the French and Spanish fleets, which we had been pursuing for many months, had been cornered in Cadiz harbour. God willing, this would mean a battle, perhaps the greatest sea battle of all time. I drove immediately to Merton Place, summoned by Lord Nelson for a council of war. I first met Lord Nelson about 10 years ago. He was a Commodore then, and I a lieutenant. I had the good fortune to attract his favorable attention, and he was heard to say, "Tom Hardy shall be my captain one of these days." And that, indeed, is precisely what happened. I've always regarded his lordship as an excellent officer, but a poor seaman. By that I mean he has little notion of how to keep a ship in good order. As a man, I would say he is neither easy to live with nor attractive in his manners, being fidgety to the greatest degree, vain and proud. Nevertheless, he is exceptionally firm and decisive. These are his chief merits.
Welcome to Paradise Merton, Captain Hardy. It is Captain Hardy, isn't it? Fetch some wine. You must be utterly exhausted after that long journey. Après-vous, my dear sir, this way. You fellow, hurry, fetch some wine. I was standing just there, awaiting your arrival with the greatest interest. Our dear Nelson speaks with such warmth of his Captain Hardy. Well, I'm sure you know that. I am William Beckford, your most humble servant.
Mr. Beckford?
No doubt you've heard of me. Over there. You may stare as long as you choose. Do sit down, Captain Hardy. You'll have some wine.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, I'm used to being stared at. It happens all the time. Only last week, I was in London at my bookseller's when I observed a particularly brutish-looking gentleman of mature years staring at me with the most uncommon intensity. I decided to repay him in kind and stared back until my eyeballs positively ached with the effort. Eventually, he came across to apologize. "Do forgive me, sir," he said. "I thought you were that scoundrel, William Beckford." "So I am," I said. "So I am." His embarrassment was worth traveling miles to see. Do sit down, Captain Hardy. Our host and hostess retired after dinner. I think it would be tactless to disturb them, don't you? They have few enough hours together, heaven knows. Your very good health, Captain Hardy.
And yours, sir.
I gather you're going off to fight the French.
Yes, sir.
Emma's most unhappy about it, as I'm sure you can imagine. Be prepared for the rough edge of her tongue. What do you think of her?
I beg your pardon.
What is your opinion of Lady Hamilton?
Well, I scarcely know the lady.
Oh, rubbish, of course you do. You don't like her, do you? Well, neither do I. I think she's a virago, a termagant, and a shrew. Sir William Hamilton was my mother's cousin, you see. He was also one of my oldest friends. I knew him for years. And his first wife, Lady Catherine. She was in every way the most remarkable woman, cultured, sympathetic, the very embodiment of virtue. When she died, I was broken-hearted, truly broken-hearted. I loved her more than I've ever loved anyone. And she, I think, loved me. Dear, dear Lady Catherine. And then he married Emma Hart, the cast-off mistress of his own nephew. Dear God, what lunacy. Mind you, I think she kept him happy in a way. She was decorative, after all, at least she was, until she put on so much weight. And he liked pretty things around him. Girls, boys, it didn't matter who they were as long as they were pretty. She used to appear in the nude. Did you know that? When she was young, she used to pose in some place called the Temple of Health, just off Pall Mall it was, run by a quack called Dr. Graham. Oh, yes. She's come a long way since those days. Oh, my word, yes. Between ourselves, of course, it's strictly confidential. To her face, I feign the deepest friendship. So you see, Captain Hardy, I am not a man to be trusted. But then who is?
I think perhaps if you'll excuse me, Mr. Beckford...
Oh, no, please don't run away. No, you must forgive me. Dear Captain Hardy, I know I have been infinitamente indiscreet. But what can you expect from a man of my reputation? Please do sit down.
To be frank, Mr. Beckford, I don't know what your reputation is. In fact, I have never even heard of you.
Never heard of me? Oh, but surely that's impossible.
You must remember, Mr. Beckford, that I spend a great deal of my time at sea. I move very little in society. Are you some sort of an artist?
Well, yes, you could say that, I suppose. But whereas most artists create books or paintings or musical compositions, my chef-d'oeuvre is myself. Emma, mia cara. Hai bene dormito?
Che ne pensi tu?
Vuoi veramente sapere?
Captain Hardy. I thought I heard a carriage.
My lady.
I can't pretend I'm pleased to see you. Do you know how long Lord Nelson has been here at Merton?
2 weeks, my lady.
2 short weeks. After God knows how long, chasing round the Mediterranean after the French fleet. And here you are, just waiting to snatch him back to sea again.
Well, yes, I understand how you feel, my lady,
He's
but...
all strong, you know. He needs a proper rest. And what about us? What about his family? Don't we deserve a few short months of happiness together?
It's the same for all of us, I'm afraid.
You're not married. How can you possibly know the agonies of separation? William, dear, we so want you to stay the night. You're not in any great hurry, are you?
For you, dear Emma, I would stay for all eternity.
Oh, what a sweet thing to say. You're a poet. Un mago con le parole, non l'ho sempre detto.
Oh, Emma, mia cara, sei troppo gentile.
Nelson wants you to stay as well. I put you in the yellow room next to Horatia.
Thank you, my lady.
She tends to cry a bit in the mornings, you'll find. But I expect you're used to waking early.
Hardy. Hardy.
My lord.
My dear Hardy. I've something very important I want to talk to you about. Come through into the library.
Will this take long?
Not many moments, I promise. Come on, Hardy.
Who is that man?
What? Oh, it's William Beckford. Weren't you introduced?
Yes, but I mean, who is he? Is he celebrated or famous or what?
He's probably the richest man in England. Building an amazing house in Wiltshire, Fon Hill. Really quite astonishing. I like him, don't you? He's a most amusing fella.
He kept talking about his reputation. What reputation? And should I know about it?
Oh, Hardy. Oh, my dear, what an innocent you are. Now, this battle is going to be absolutely crucial. And I intend that we shall give the enemy such a shaking as they never yet experienced. When Bonaparte's fleet sails out of Cadiz, it must be destroyed. Not defeated, but destroyed. Only then will England be safe. Only then can we be sure the French won't invade. Half a victory is not enough, it must be total.
Do we know the enemy's strength?
34 sail of the line and 5 frigates.
And we shall be what? 27?
Yes, but a very powerful fleet, Hardy, and not to be held cheap.
No, my lord.
Now, look. The enemy are going to expect us to line up for a conventional battle like this. But all this manoeuvring, it's old-fashioned, it's clumsy. We both know that it wastes valuable time. It takes too long.
Surely, my lord, the Admiralty recommends...
We're fighting men, Hardy, and we're not slaves of the Admiralty. You'll not win battles with regulations. Now, look, this is what we're going to do. The enemy. Us. I shall divide the fleet into 3 divisions. One will be composed of about a dozen of the fastest 2-deckers. These I will hold in reserve. I shall employ them wherever I think they'll be most effective. The rest will be divided up into 2 lines. I shall command the weather line here, for example, Admiral Collingwood, the lee. We shall go at them at once. Collingwood will pierce the enemy line here, thus overwhelming the rear guard. I shall lead the weather line toward the center here, which means that these ships will be isolated, useless. Well, what do you think? I'll tell you what I think. I think this will confuse and confound the enemy. They won't know what I'm about. It'll bring about a pell-mell battle. That's what I want. Well?
It's, very bold, sir.
It is, yes, I agree.
Very striking. It's very unconventional. It'll increase the risk.
Yes, you're quite right, it will, but nothing is certain, Hardy. Something must be left to chance.
Yes, but what about these ships here? Won't they come within range of the enemy guns long before they can return fire?
Yes, they will, you're quite correct. But we both know the enemy's ill-disciplined, ill-commanded, man with raw sailors. With a bit of luck, they'll not do us much damage.
I still think it's taking a tremendous risk, sir.
Does it worry you?
Doesn't it worry you?
Hardy, without risk, life would be insupportable. Without risk, and sooner be dead.
Sore point, not very kind. We walked down to the pergola down there, and of course the other side of the house. It's a remarkable little.
Tell me more about
Font Hill.
Font Hill, yes.
Tower there. The enormous
Only 1 or 2 problems and tribulations.
All alone, Captain Hardy?
Well, his lordship is resting, and Lady Hamilton has gone to change.
Yes, we're to have a performance this evening, I believe. Have you ever witnessed Emma's attitudes?
Only once, a few years ago.
Once is more than enough, don't you agree? Captain Hardy, no one is closer to Lord Nelson than you. I wonder if you'd be prepared to do me a small service.
What sort of a small service?
To speak to his lordship on my behalf.
To speak to him? About what?
Well, it's a sad and sorry story, I'm afraid. There was a time, Captain Hardy, when I expected to be created a peer. Lord Beckford of Fonthill, it sounds rather fine, don't you think? I was, you see, a loyal Whig. I was and am extremely wealthy. A peerage seemed almost inevitable. And then, at the worst possible moment, there was a breath of scandal. A malicious fiction, I might say, totally unfounded. Lord Loughborough claimed that I'd been caught in flagrante with his son, William. I had been fond of the boy once, it's true, but that was all in the past. I was a married man, Captain Hardy. But it was no use. Nobody chose to believe me. I was the victim of my own reputation.
Aha.
I beg your pardon.
Your reputation?
Yes. I was damned by my own reputation. And so, the peerage was not forthcoming. It was a bitter blow.
I don't see how this misfortune concerns Lord Nelson.
Ah, well, it was all a long time ago. That's the whole point. A very long time ago. I have every reason to hope that things would be different now, if my case were argued favorably.
By Lord Nelson, you mean?
I do. Yes, that's precisely what I mean. Precisely. It would, of course, be to his lordship's great advantage if he succeeded.
To his advantage?
Well, you know how extravagant Emma is. And then there's Lady Nelson to consider. She takes half her husband's pay, I gather.
You're offering him money?
Yes. For heaven's sake, why not? I had a similar arrangement with Sir William Hamilton before he died. Since Lord Nelson's position is so much more eminent, my hopes are correspondingly higher.
I see.
Needless to say, I would be extremely grateful to you, personally, Captain Hardy, and I've always been a generous man.
I am speechless, Mr. Beckford.
Why?
It's the most dishonorable thing I ever heard of in my life.
Dishonorable? Why dishonorable? Oh, don't be so naive, my dear Hardy. Every peerage in the realm has been bought at one time or another, if not for money, then with services rendered. I am merely following a long and well-tried tradition.
You seem to forget, sir, that Lord Nelson is universally admired and well-respected.
So much the better.
I wish to hear no more upon this matter.
Oh, my dear God, what a tantrum. I really do not see what is wrong with offering his lordship a little financial assistance.
You are treating him like your pimp.
Am I? Am I? Just bear this in mind for one moment, Captain Hardy. Glorious thing though it may be to you, killing and maiming people in battle might be considered by some to be a fairly squalid occupation, perhaps even more squalid than pimping. That being the case, I don't think you have much cause to be quite so arrogantly self-righteous.
I wish I had you under my command, Mr. Beckford. I'd soon show you what it takes to fight a battle.
I really can't think of anything more enticing, Captain Hardy, but alas, I must refuse. Tout à l'heure. my love. Bravo, Mississippi. Down. You know, when I was about 5 or 6 years old, the great Mozart came to visit us at Fonthill. Oh, yes. He was a little older than me, maybe 9 or 10. I played him this little tune of mine. And it so impressed him that he used it later in one of his operas. Narcisetto Antoncino d'amore. Such a gracious compliment, don't you think? Poor Mozart. I visited him in Vienna, you know, just before he died. He'd become so strange and melancholy. That I once saw in Venice?
Yes.
It was the most extraordinary sight imaginable, Captain Hardy. I mean, just picture it. A pair of lily-white hands paddling across an enormous double bass. A pair of roseate cheeks puffing frantically on a French oar. Those who'd grown old and Amazonian had forsaken their fiddles for the kettle drum, and there was one poor limping lady who'd obviously been crossed in love, who made an admirable figure on the bassoon. That you're not a musical man, Captain Hardy. Am I right? Well, no matter. Monteverdi is not to everybody's taste. Perhaps you prefer paintings, do you? And which of these do you particularly admire? The Andrew Guelph, perhaps? Oh, or what about the Aldrovandus Magnus? Oh, and the Sibylla Marian is charming, don't you think? Vacca admired her work enormously. Did you know that? He adored her extreme nicety of touch and delighted in her strict sense of propriety. Apparently, she agreed to marry only because she wanted to study the male nude without violating her innate modesty.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't see the joke.
See, Hardy, they're not real. He's making them up.
Not real.
They're just imaginary.
Oh, I see. Very clever, Mr. Beckford. Most amusing. Do forgive me, sir. I fear I'm no match for the brilliance of this conversation.
What in God's name do you think you're doing, Hardy? If you intend to insult Lady Hamilton and her guest, I would rather you didn't come to this house.
I wasn't aware that I had insulted anyone, sir.
Storming off like a petulant schoolboy!
I thought you'd be happier without me.
What does that mean?
Mr. Beckford and his sort are not people with whom I feel much at ease.
Mr. Beckford and his sort? What the hell are you talking about? Mr. Beckford's my friend, my guest. I am his sort. Are you trying to insult me as well?
I think you know what I mean, sir.
Oh, Hardy, for God's sake, do stop being so insufferably pompous. There's something wrong. Well, tell me if there is. Come on, be frank.
Sir, you know I don't enjoy coming here.
Good golly!
I'd be grateful if you didn't invite me in future.
Sometimes, Hardy, I could strike that tight-lipped expression right off your face. Lady Hamilton's my wife, Hardy. She's my wife, not my whore.
Yes, sir.
She is my wife in the eyes of God. That's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
Don't keep saying yes, sir, like that. If you disagree, at least have the courage to say so.
You know how I feel about these things.
No, I do not know how you feel, Hardy. I do not know how you feel. I can only guess. Please enlighten me.
You say that's all that matters. Well, I don't think it is.
All right, what else?
In my view, sir, you have a duty to conduct yourself according to certain moral principles.
Oh, what bloody rubbish, Hardy. What do you take me for, the Archbishop of Canterbury?
You asked me what was wrong. Very well, I'm telling you.
You think it's my duty?
Yes, sir, I do. A man in your position cannot
Now
behave
you
like
listen to
any
me,
ordinary
Hardy.
officer.
I
You
have
have a duty to
and one
conduct yourself
duty
according to
alone,
certain
and that is to
moral
win battles.
standards.
Good God, you expect me to be perfect, don't you?
No, sir, of
Yes, you do. You expect me to be perfect. Well, I'm not perfect, Hardy. No man is,
sir.
least of all me.
Yes,
and you should
sir.
know that more than most. And don't talk to me about duty. Oh, come on, Hardy. Let's have no more of this stern-faced moral disapproval. I find it most irritating.
It's not moral disapproval, sir.
Well, it sounds damn like it to me.
Anyway, it's not my disapproval you should concern yourself about. It's other people's.
No, what other people?
Well, almost anyone you care to mention. Half the nation spends its time talking about you.
I find it very flattering.
You wouldn't if you could hear what they say.
No? What do they say?
I'm sure I don't have to tell you that, sir.
Now, you mean gossip about me and Emma?
Yes, sir.
People who mock Emma and me are not worth a bucket of Bonaparte's piss. I despise them all.
Even Mr. Beckford.
Huh? What's he got to do with it?
He's no friend of Lady Hamilton, sir. He may pretend to be, but he's not. He's making fun of her, just like the rest of them. Even with me, he was laughing about her.
Oh, Hardy is joking. He's always
sir,
joking.
no, sir.
Good God, have you no sense of humour? The man's devoted to Emma.
Believe me, sir, he's not to be trusted. He's trying to make use of you.
You mean this peerage business?
You know about it?
Yes, of course I know. He tried the same game with old Sir William.
Well, doesn't it sicken you that he should try to do such a thing?
It doesn't please me exactly, but then again, I'm crippled with debt. I need money and plenty of it. If Beckford can provide some cash, I'm in no position to say nay.
You mean you'll do what he wants?
No. You know how the court sneers at Emma. Anything I might say would only do him more harm than good. Good God. I'll tell you what the trouble is, Hardy. I'm a weak man, and you like to think that I'm strong. I'm not. I never was. I never will be. Oh, I can be strong, yeah. That's quite something else. Nelson, the man who's hiding underneath all this hullabaloo and glory, that Nelson's really rather weak and sinful. Now, if it's strength you want, take a look at Emma. Oh, I know she may be all those things you dislike. She may be what people call vulgar, garish. By God, she's strong. That's why I love her, Hardy. She has the strength of life itself. In her arms, I can feel it. I can feel the pulse of life in her
My
body.
lord, this is not what I wish to hear.
Hardy, don't turn away from it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of the truth. I was. For years. I deceived myself every waking moment. Not now. Not anymore. Not since then. She's my truth. If you despise her, then you despise me as well. Do you despise her?
No, sir, of course not.
Don't say of course not like that. It's meaningless. Speak the truth.
I have despised her, sir. You know that. But perhaps I was wrong. I can't help being what I am any more than you can, sir. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, it's late in the day, I know, but if you'd rather make other arrangements, I'll see what I can do.
Other arrangements?
Would you rather we didn't sail together?
No, sir. Absolutely not.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Indeed I am, sir. I would find it intolerable to serve under anyone else.
Oh, Tom, I'm so glad to hear you say it. I'm delighted. I would find it most intolerable to sail without you.
Thank you, my lord.
How is it that you and I complement each other so well?
Well, I think it must be, sir, that usually I'm first lieutenant when you like to be captain, and flag captain when you have a fancy for being admiral.
Oh, you're right, Tom. You're absolutely right. Oh, come on, stop making me out to be what I'm not. You know perfectly well the sort of man I am. You know perfectly well I love all the cheers and huzzas of the crowd. You know I feel playing the part of the famous son. You know I'm just a stubborn, middle-aged, rather vainglorious man who loves nothing more than the stink and the din of a good battle. That's why Beckford and I get on so well together. We're both actors at heart. We both treat life as a great melodrama and play it for all it's worth. Not you, of course. You're different. And that's good. You're a first-class professional seaman, Tom. And we both know I'll never match your skills at running a ship. But I can make 'em fight. By God, I can make 'em fight. I can make the blood run faster through their veins.
It was decided that I should leave for Portsmouth immediately. His lordship ordered the horses to be made ready at first light. I wrote a note of thanks to Lady Hamilton and managed to enjoy a comfortable 6 hours' sleep.
Captain Hardy, good morning.
Mr. Beckford, you're up early.
Well, the truth is I haven't been to bed. I love the night air in the autumn. It's a magical time. I prefer to sleep during the day. Captain Hardy, I wish to make my peace with you. Please accept my deepest apologies.
I think we were both at fault, Mr. Beckford. His lordship accused me of having no sense of humor. He was probably right.
No, I wasn't joking. I meant to be cruel. Your life is so full, and despite everything, mine is empty. My tongue was sharpened by envy. I wish you every success, Captain Hardy. You must come and see my house when it's finished. Some men fight battles, some build houses and write books. Here, my only brainchild. It's called Vatek. It's the story of a great caliph, a great leader, loved and adored by his people, who is driven by some strange demon to pursue a quest that leads only to remorse, disillusion, and death. Read it, Captain Hardy. Take it how you will.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Beckford.
Why?
Every time I visited Merton, I was amused by the sight of so many empty pedestals. Presumably offended by their nakedness, his lordship had ordered all the nude statues to be removed. A curious act for a man so consumed by physical passion.
Bow, top your oars.
Afternoon, Radcliffe. They seem to be living in a world of their own. It's quite extraordinary.
Well, I suppose what he says is true. To all intents and purposes, they are man and wife. Do you find her attractive?
Good God, no. Do you?
Well, yes, I must confess it.
Really? You amaze me, Blackwood. Oh, no, she's far too gross for my taste. All that overwhelming flesh. Mind you, his lordship's choice of women has never been exactly what you might call fastidious. Lady Nelson excepted, of course. He had a mistress in Livorno for some years.
Oh, yes, I know.
Ah. Her name was Adelaide, but he used to call her Dolly. Dolly. I only met her twice. Dreadful occasions, both of them. He made an absolute fool of himself.
How?
Oh, you know what he's like, Blackwood. Ridiculous displays of affection. Exchanging great vows of love in execrable French. Ask Tom Fremantle, he was there. He'll tell you how embarrassing it was.
Oh, well, never mind. You're safe now. Far from the amorous snares of Merton Place.
I'll tell you one thing, Blackwood. I think I've at last managed to fathom the nature of their devotion to each other.
Oh, I think we've all managed to do that, Hardy.
Oh, no. It's not what you're thinking. Or at any rate, it's only partly that. Now, in my view, the passion they share is a boundless desire for admiration. She applauds him, and he bravos her. In that respect, if nothing else, I suppose you could call it a perfect match.
Well, you may well be right. Indeed, I'm sure you are. And yet it seems to me there's something people tend to overlook.
What's that?
The pain that this affair must have cost them both.
You mean the embarrassment?
No, I mean pain. He's a parson's son, don't forget. I mean, the very idea of adultery must have terrified him. Living in sin with another man's wife. Such things are not even spoken of in a country vicarage.
It's a good few years since Lord Nelson saw the inside of a country vicarage.
No matter. It's those years that count, Hardy. It's those years that live with us right through to the grave. Oh, yes. There's been pain, and plenty of it. Remorse, guilt, fear of hellfire and eternal damnation. And yet for her...
The folly of the flesh.
Well, perhaps not entirely that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A friend of mine attended a dinner party last year at which his lordship and Lady Hamilton were the guests of honor. The conversation turned to the definition of pleasure. The things which please one most consistently throughout life. Lady Hamilton gave the matter a lot of thought. Then she said, I think perhaps above all else, I love to surprise people. I find that a most endearing answer. Don't you?
Emma, just say the word. I'll go to Lord Minto. I'll tell him I need a rest. Cole can command the fleet.
You must go. You know you must.
His lordship left Merton Place at 10:30 on the night of Friday, the 13th of September, 1805. It was strange that he should have chosen to travel on that particular day, for like most sailors, Lord Nelson was a superstitious man.
I had the cheers before, Hardy. Now I have the hearts.
The last time I visited Merton Place was after the Battle of Trafalgar. I searched my heart for words of comfort. What could I say to her?
When we heard the tower guns, we thought they were fireworks. It was Guy Fawkes' night. A little later, I heard a carriage in the drive. I sent down to see who it was. It's a Mr. Whitby, from the Admiralty. Show him in, I said, quickly. He stood over there by the door. He was trembling and very pale. He spoke so softly I could hardly hear what he was saying. We have gained a great victory, he said. Never mind that, I said. Where are my letters? Where are Nelson's letters? He wept. He gazed at me and he wept. I believe I gave a scream and fell back. And for 10 hours after, I could neither speak nor shed a tear. Now there's nothing. Just this terrible pain. What am I going to do? How can I exist?
He asked me to give you his shoes and a lock of his hair.
Where are they?
I left them outside in the hall. There are some letters as well.
Please let me see them. Thank you.
was a very fierce encounter. We urged his lordship to stay out of the action for as long as possible, but of course he paid no attention. We were on the quarterdeck. Poor Scott, his lordship's secretary, was blown to pieces before our eyes. A splinter from the bits took the buckle off my shoe. He smiled at that. "This is too warm work to last long," he said. We were walking up and down, side by side. Suddenly he was on his knees. "They've done for me at last," he said. "My backbone is shot through." We took him below immediately, but there was nothing that could be done to save him. With his last breath, he spoke of you.
Leave me, Captain Hardy. Please leave me alone.
For the rest of her life, Lady Hamilton was faithful to Lord Nelson's memory. Plagued by lawyers and ill-used by the government, she slipped deeper and deeper into debt. My letters to her went unanswered. 4 years after Trafalgar, Paradise Merton was sold. Her life ended in Calais, in a drab tenement where she had rented 2 rooms for herself and her daughter, Horatia. She died penniless. All that is now many years in the past. Nevertheless, I can still recall his lordship's voice as he lay dying. "Remember that I leave Lady Hamilton and my daughter as a legacy to my country." Perhaps it's one of the penalties of old age to be plagued by self-reproach. Should I, Tom Hardy, have done more to help? Should this country have heeded Lord Nelson's dying wish? Whatever the answer, one thing is now perfectly clear. In this respect, we all of us sadly failed to do our duty.